When you hear what's going on in North America, USA, no! The USA right next to them, what? Sorry, force of habit. Canada, no! Anytime someone hears chaos is happening in this continent, it's always us. Understandable, because 95% of the time it is, just not this one. The Italian president explicitly saying that he doesn't want to be re-elected. Italians re-electing him. That's how I'm gonna run for president one day in the US. Drew Donnell, 2032. Please don't vote for me. People who live in the Virgin Islands versus the people who live in Chad Republic. Will there ever be a better geographical rivalry? Greece versus Turkey. France versus the United Kingdom. But even those will never live up to this epicness. Nobody. Italians on the 13th of October, 1943. Frick that Nazi beep. I mean, before this, they were friends. Now, not anymore. So I guess, Italy, you are bad guy, but you aren't bad guy? When aliens are invading, but you live outside of the US. Pfft. Once again, another L for the Americans. Put that up there with their no healthcare. USA planes flying over Japan. Little boy be like, yep. And just wait 3 days later, there's gonna be something that does something similar. I feel like this would have worked better if they said fat man. Me, an American, when my wife asked me to take her somewhere expensive. To the hospital! With those prices, that's like a 5-star hotel. If this is a couple from the 1950s, then yeah, he knows exactly how he's gonna send her to the hospital. People from small countries when their country gets mentioned in a movie. This is like the greatest moment for some of these places. Everyone yells unanimously. This is obviously not a movie, it's just a terrible YouTube video, but let me just make some people happy. San Marino, Tuvalu, Nauru, Monaco, and Vatican City. You're welcome. Since classes will be online, will enrollment fees be cheaper? Universities. Ha. Don't be stupid. How else would we be able to rip you off if we decide to do that? Finnish asking for bread in North America versus the Finnish. Can I get some? Wait, what? Can I get some Jussie? Let's not. Finland, I understand you pretty much embarrassed the Soviet Union back in the 1940s, but that does not give you the right to just put whatever you want on your bread. Like, yeah, you took a pretty big dub, but not this big. Government, work from home, aeronautical engineers. Let me guess, it's actually gonna fly, isn't it? Or maybe he doesn't even need it to fly. Just having all the different components is amazing enough. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if it did fly. Let's just test that out. Indians, when they see their arranged wife at their marriage and she's a baddie. I feel like we need to explore more of the lore behind these memes. Like, I want to know Indians when they see their arranged wife marriage is only like a 5, and you basically just gotta be like, yeah. Europeans, after realizing that they smile and not skilometer, at measurements of smile per meter. This must be how they react every time I bring up the imperial system. British people when losing 50 pounds versus American people when losing 50 pounds. That is, unless of course you were previously 97 pounds. If you lose 50 from that, then you're probably dead. People using metal straws to stop climate change. This was also California when we banned straws. Hey, but one step at a time, or maybe one bucket dump at a time. I don't often get sick, but when I do, I instantly become a frail Victorian child asking mother for permission to be carried into the garden to see the sun one last time before the consumption takes hold. Why was this so perfectly worded? This is how I want to go out. Microsoft announcing they've bought Activision and Blizzard. That's pretty cool, Microsoft. But that's nothing, responds Sony. Boom. They hit him with that Bungie card. Impressive. Let's see the New York Times purchase. Not Wordle. The ultimate move. They made Sony and Microsoft look like a bunch of plebs. 77 plus 33 equals 100. It should be possible. Why not, you idiot? It was recently the 3-year anniversary for the greatest Twitter exchange that's ever happened. It's actually the only great Twitter exchange that's ever happened. Friendly reminder that you don't get to celebrate Lunar New Year unless you're literally from a country that does, or if you're invited by someone who is from a country that does. This man replies, friendly reminder that I hereby formally invite everyone to celebrate Lunar New Year. Andy Wang with the greatest tweet of all time, then just leaves. Americans talking about other Americans that live in an almost identical state that is a 28-minute drive away. Savages, savages. I love how in Europe they do this, but you know, they have like thousands of years of history behind them. And then there's us who have been here for pretty much no time at all, and we're still out here like barely even human. Are you winning, Grandpa? I see that's the German Empire. You would have worried me a bit if this was Hoi 4 and that was a very different Germany. Would not be surprised if this photo was taken in Argentina. Beware of the pipeline. Video games. Wait. He actually stays the same. Normally he's supposed to change. You cannot tell from his physical appearance, but he's actually becoming more and more... Oh, dang, gamers striking again. British state-owned companies making weapons versus 3 bored guys in a shed making the L96A1. Wait, I don't know if I said that right, but yeah, it is true that these 3 bored guys in a shed helped make a new version of a British sniper. My brother literally listens to classic music and plays Roller Coaster Tycoon all day. This is literally what I want my life to be. Maybe when I retire. This is how Giga Chads live. You put music on while doing chores in the house, but the song doesn't start because YouTube asked you to take a survey. Yeah. that's how you get deleted. I don't know how you delete YouTube, but dang, we actually have like no repercussion to stop this. They could just keep forcing us to do surveys all day. When Chinese New Year and Black History Month starts on the same day, is that how it works? Does all of China get the pass? Am I allowed to say that? People calculating their age. Then there's people born in the year 2000. Love how our entire society has just unanimously agreed that these people no longer have to keep track of how old they are. My roommate claiming our room is haunted. Me, who has lived in the same room for 400 years and has no problem. I only like to talk to my roommate at like 3:46 a.m. and every time I do, he always screams for some reason. It's 2/2/22, but it's a Wednesday. Oh. We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close. If only it was Tuesday. 7-year-old me about to get a PS2, walking with my mom and my dad, versus 27-year-old me about to get a PS5. This time I'm walking with my wife and my wife's boyfriend. We play against each other every single night. He usually lets me win. Teacher, I'm sorry I didn't correct your tests. I have other students. Students, actually, I didn't study. We have other subjects. That's how your teacher responds. Do you like Huey Lewis and the News? She secretly pulls out an axe. The enemy versus their spaceship. Why they always gotta do them like this? These aliens probably ain't gonna look like a slug. I mean, maybe. But there's likely an equal chance that they could just look like an ostrich. Vegans when their lover calls them honey instead of plant-based sweetener. This is probably why my wife's boyfriend doesn't do that. All these people coming back for the fans. Andrew Garfield came back to redeem himself. Then there's Willem Dafoe, who just came back to beat up Tom Holland. And that's literally what he did, because that was his only requirement. He said he wanted to do his own stunts, meaning he wanted to beat the shit out of this guy. That was his plan all along. WTF? An NFT reference in Spider-Man 2? Wow, this movie was literally like 15 years ahead of its time. Incredible. Nice argument. Unfortunately, let's see how these countries respond. Germany, who will type up an actual counter argument. Canada, I disagree. France is the you're wrong plus ratio guy. All right, Mexico, we don't need to automatically go there. I'm inside your walls. Of course, thanks for that, Serbia. If anyone's gonna do that, yes, the Australians probably. And we love our really basic comeback in the US. And there's Russia, who just instantly gets your IP address and your exact location. And then finally, this is how China deals with all their problems, not just with online arguments. They'll block you from existence too. And then there's Great Britain, who would just take over any useless islands that you might have. Really wish Canada said sorry. People in America, did you just insult my culture? I'm 5% Italian. OMG, I'm so sorry. People in Europe, I hate you. Yeah? Me too. I thought there's just like a mutual respect for it. And this is actually how true friendships begin. A game made by a multi-billion-dollar company in more than 4 years. Then there's the indie game made by some programmers in less than 6 months. I say it all the time. If that indie game wasn't built by 3 dudes in a shed, I don't want to play it. These are the only great games anymore. The MCU releases their first Indian superhero. The actor is Pakistani though. Are you literally trying to cause a real-life civil war? I know you already did the movie version of it. Non-Australians getting ready to do the worst freaking impression of our accent when they meet an Australian person. Oh, I hate to admit it, but this is me. This GIF is made infinitely better since this guy's Austrian, and the overall context is that non-Australians are dumb. Non-Australians don't see a difference between Austria and Australia. The United States taking a beautiful picture with the moon, all the while nobody realizing the no-no scientists that helped us do this. Yeah, let's just crop that out. There we go, that's nice. Me attending a 30-minute online class. Also me watching a 3-hour-long Peppa Pig conspiracy theory in the middle of the night. This is why we need to have all classes at 3 a.m. It's gonna be way more productive. I'm a teacher. What does that mean? It means he's afraid of Wikipedia. No, it doesn't. Wikipedia, easy and reliable source. Ooh. Stop, Patrick, you're scaring him. I love how basically I'm an old man now, so I shouldn't relate to any of this stuff. I guess when it comes to teachers, some things never change. Like, I remember being in 8th grade, them telling us that we can't use Wikipedia. That was in 2005. Everyone just randomly looking at Rockstar announcing GTA 6. I think they just wanted to stop the memes at this point. We were just sick of hearing about it. Yeah, we're working on it, all right? Just stop. That's basically what they said. Isn't this what they did with Elder Scrolls as well? Bezos wanting to dismantle a historic Dutch bridge for his super yacht. Wait, did they really throw eggs at him? I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if he realizes that all people that come from the Netherlands are basically Aquaman that can fully control the oceans and just cause a huge tsunami to take him out. Enemy throws flashbang. Discord light mode users. I knew there were benefits to having it on light mode. Now it makes sense. The Rock, after finding out Medusa can't turn him into a rock because he's already The Rock. Yeah, Medusa's gonna have to go call over his kryptonite, this verified Twitter user right here. I love how this image is made infinitely better with the crop. Like, it doesn't matter what he says, it's just me and the boys when WWE3 starts. Time to make some cookies in the kitchen. Oh, is this a joke that, oh, they become housewives or something? I thought they were meaning like gonna eat the cookies like as they watch it on, like, you know, probably through the in real life streamers that are out there on the front lines. The new cast of Fast and Furious 1989. It'll be called Tenement Square Drifts. I can't even read the names. I've never seen a Fast and Furious movie in my whole life, but this would be the one. How much for this rad NFT? 11.7 million. WTF? Huh? You're such a dumb animal. Why are you staring at me like that? Oh, you got an idea. Wow, wow! 35 million each. It's just crazy because clearly there are people paying these prices. Like, this would not be a thing if there wasn't a lot of people paying an insane amount of money for this stuff. I don't get it. Documentary narrated by an American accent versus documentaries narrated by a British accent. I don't even care if we're talking about the history of America, still put a British narrator. It's made infinitely better. If the USA is so great, then why didn't someone make USB? Oh no, they've made a USB. They're starting the propaganda. It's already out there. Soon they'll just start taking over territory. And big thanks to this month's supporters:
LuxembourgLover,
Alfonso M6,
AryanAfterHours,
Drew's Argentinian Grandpa,
Barnsky W,
bringbackpolandball,
McBlorf,
istoledrewspetdog,
iLoveMarx,
Majestic Unicorn,
Max Cooper,
RyeThePie,
Why Am I Doing This,
Drew's Arab Sugar Daddy,
Krombopulos
Mimoshiki,
Michael,
Louise,
Canadian
Adam
Union,
Stillerman,
Alex Whitley is Mega Chad,
aPhatNarwhal,
Corey,
Philipp RF,
Robert
ortin
E,
5610,
and Sussy Muliati.